So, hello, good morning. It's very late, good morning. And how are you?
Yeah, good afternoon to you. And I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. And how about you?
I have been doing well. Thank you so much for asking me. Okay, so we are meeting very first time, and of course, I really want to know about yourself.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. And as you know, my name is Meema, and I'm connecting from UP. I have done my bachelor. Currently, I'm pursuing my master, which is MA in English Literature. Simultaneously, I'm working on my communication skills. So that's the reason I have started my YouTube channel in month of mid-June, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so I run a small YouTube channel too. And as for my hobby, so I'm a travel enthusiast and love reading a book. So that's a bit about me.
Very nice. I'm very glad to know all our things. And as you mentioned, you have been working off your communication skills. So, like for the job purpose, yeah, just improving your personality and all our things.
Mhm. Okay, if you have watched my videos, so you must know about that.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned that I don't want to work anywhere, like I want to do something my own. So for that reason,
Okay.
I thought let's work on my communication skills. So I want to see myself in future as a communication coach or a soft skill
Coach.
trainer.
Okay.
This is something is my goal.
Hmm.
That's how.
That's a mind blowing. Okay, so shall I introduce myself?
Yes, please.
Okay, as you know that my name is Mansi Bajpayee. I basically belong to Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur. If I talk about my qualification, I have done my master in English literature subject, and apart from this, I'm just pursuing PGCR from Indira Gandhi National Open Institute, and right now I'm also running my YouTube channel, name of English Dose 27. That's pretty much about me. If you really want anything else, of course, I would give the answers of all your questions.
No, that's enough. I guess it's good. So it means we are neighbors, right?
We are neighbors. Yeah, you belong to Fatehpur.
Right. I'm from Fatehpur, and I often visit
Hmm.
Kanpur because most of my relatives live in Kanpur. So that's the reason. It's not very far, I guess, 75
Mhm.
kilometer from Fatehpur to Kanpur.
Yes. And I think the near one village is near to Fatehpur. Like if we talk about is Ong and
Oh,
Muhar. If I don't, I know about it. Yeah, you must be hear about this village. And basically belong to this village because my father belongs to. Like my father had been living there since childhood. Like we can say my grandparents' house is that.
okay. So yeah, like this station, of course, I know because whenever I travel Kanpur to Fatehpur, so this
Hmm.
stations coming between Ong and Chakeri, Chandari,
Yes.
these stations.
Hmm,
Okay.
that's solar stations. Yeah.
Basically, who's from
Okay,
UP only
so
can
funny.
understand.
Sorry, can you repeat it?
No, I was saying that who's from UP only they can know about these places. That's what I'm telling you.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Because I think Fatehpur is like we can say district, so that's why people are unable to recall it. Where is that? But UP people must be know that.
Like,
Hmm. So how can we elaborate this session? Is there any topic? Is there any question would you like to ask?
whatever you want, like I'm okay with both.
Okay, so tell me about as you mentioned here, you are just you really want to become a communication coach. So for becoming a communication coach, what is the first step? Because I don't think so. Like language, learning a English is very important to becoming a communication coach. So what is your opinion to becoming a communication coach? What is the more important?
It's important, I guess. Language is also a barrier. If you don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
communicate properly, so how you will guide your team, how will you guide your students, right? So I can say
Mm-hmm.
it's important because it's a communication medium, the way you can convince your colleagues or team or guide through. So it's important, of course, no doubt. And another is as a communication coach, as a communication trainer, we should be very confident, right? So which is the
Mm-hmm.
main skill. Even there are things I can say there are many communications coach I can't say they are like extremely advanced or fluent in this. But yeah, they have confidence, which is most important key, I can say,
Hmm.
in that profession. So yeah, these are things.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think confidence is very important instead of languages because it's not like I don't believe it like if you really want to, anybody wants to become a communication coach, then we have to focus on our language. I think we have to focus on our, we can say that confident. That is very important. Like if you are able to deliver your point then we are okay, and main thing is that you are create a bond between to person. That it's very important to like deliver our ideas, thoughts, all our things. So just tell me, as you mentioned here, you have started your YouTube channel before 2 months ago, before 2 months. So what what was the purpose? You have to start only conversation video, yeah, anything else is in your mind you really want to like explore it day by day?
Okay, the moment I made my mind, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. So I was, of course, planned. Like that was something out of blue, I can say, happened with me. Like always, I can say I was a very timid girl. And still I am. I can't say like completely it's vanished. No, I'm still uh camera conscious actually. I was okay. So there's a thing I thought like what I can do. So then that moment the same time I started watching a lot of conversation videos, and there I got to know about that. Okay, this is something I can do. At the same time, I can improve my communication skill. Okay, and this is the best exposure where we can meet with new people
Hmm.
and gain knowledge from from diverse background. So that's the only reason I wanted to overcome of my fear, especially camera consciousness. So that was the main motive behind that to starting a YouTube channel. And like conversation videos is something I can say found it easy to do instead of solo videos. As you are a content creator, you know
Hmm.
creating a solo videos is very daunting, right? It's quite easy to converse to someone and upload those
Yes.
video on channel. So this is something also happened with me. So in future, I don't want to confine myself and did the same thing. I want to try different thing. I want to do experiment. So let's see.
Okay. So, first of all, thing is very important for us to like build our mind. And as you like, you were speaking very well. So, have you done your all study in English medium school? Yeah, Hindi background. You touched that.
Oh my God, like Hindi, even my graduation I did in Hindi. I have done my Bachelor
Okay.
of Science. Yeah, like in Fatehpur
Mm-hmm.
itself. So that was in Hindi because in a small city, right? No one's even their professor,
Hmm.
they don't want to speak or whatever the subjects were there. So they also taught in Hindi. So there were no exposure, I can say. After that, when I completed my graduation, so that moment I got to know about the real value of this language. So from there, my journey started slowly and gradually, I can say. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Okay. So,
about
what is the
you?
purpose to choose?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
the same thing is that happened. Like if I talk about my all this study has been completing like in Hindi background because I didn't like even I had only one subject, the English literature and the language. And
Okay.
only I have done my master subject of English literature. Then we can say that I write down the all the paper in English because the subject is English. So, but I have done my all study in Hindi, like UP board. So as you choose here, like you have done your Bachelor of Science, then after you choose a Master, like Master of Arts, the subject of English Literature. So what is the reason behind?
Okay. Reason is something like as soon as I started my YouTube channel, I thought like uh, I don't want gap in my career. So that's the reason I
Hmm.
thought, what should I do? Even these thought also came in my mind. Let's do it English literature, and because this is something I'm going to do in my career, right? So it's going to help me, and yeah, that's something why reason why I have chosen
Okay.
English literature.
Hmm. I have done other in English literature, the subject, but to be honest, it doesn't help me. It didn't help me to my communication skills and my language portion, because language literature is something different. Like you have to read about novels, you have to read about authors, autobiography, history of literature, all kinds of things. And I just choose just because of to like because I think Master of Science. If you really want to do that, but maybe you have a perfect goal, then you can waste your 2 years in the Master of Science. But the literature, like if you talk about my side, why I did. So there's a my people like my grandparents, my grandfather. They mentioned this thing. I have been doing like I have been pursuing literature, subject of literature, and it's a subject is the English literature. So it make me proud. And they he said to me, "Wow, now you are doing such a very good thing." Because in literature and the English, the word I think is very heavy than other subjects. The people get to know if you are doing a literature, because we have a bundle of syllabus, like vast syllabus in literature. So, of course, if you are doing literature, if you are doing master, the subject of literature, it's mind blowing. But to be honest, it did help me like in my communication skills and my language portions. So that things happen with me. I don't think so that is true or not, but for my side, that was things happened.
Correct. It's nothing to do with English literature. Whenever I talk to someone and if I mention that I'm pursuing my um master in English, so they always say, okay, that's the reason maybe you are good at this language. Though I know I'm not good at, but still people when they give you a compliment, right? So
Hmm.
I said, no, it's not like there is nothing to do with English literature because even my classes have not studied it, right? So whatever I learned by myself, just I did like practice a lot. Still I'm doing. It's not like I have stopped completely.
Hmm.
No, I some certain level, so no, we have to stop. No, as much as because it's a long run. Like you can't say like okay, this is something I achieved.
Yes.
No, time to stop. No, it's not like that. So we have to put constant effort.
Yeah, of course. English is not a overnight journey. We have to give the time. A lot of things we have to give for learning and to becoming a fluent speaker. It's like even you have a lot of knowledge, even you know how to frame the sentence, the vocabulary sometimes you get to know. But actuality is that when you come to speaking, then of course you are going to stuck if you have such types of phobia to speak in front of camera and to speak in front of the public. Things happen while you speak English. Not I think English, any language you are learning, and if you don't have such types of capacity to speak and to elaborate your views ideas in front of the camera, so that things happen. Okay, so any question would you like to ask me here?
Um, yeah, I want to know when did you embark your YouTube journey?
It's too long. I have started my YouTube channel since 2022.
It's
Yes.
been only 3 years, right? Okay, great.
Yeah,
So how's
three
your journey?
years almost I have spent.
How's going
That
on?
was not consistent when I was started. Now it's going good, quite well. But when I was starting, like 2022, I was not consistent. Like I just uploaded one video 2022, and after 1 year, I just come back. Like I have to upload a one video again. So that was so. But the criteria is that no, I have started a 2022, but it still is not. I think consistency I developed. Last few months, because I am a student of the competitive exam as well. So for me it is very difficult to like give the proper attention over a YouTube. But now I am quite consist, just because to like anyhow I have to become a YouTuber, anyhow I have to like do something, like people get to know what she is doing, and actually she is doing that all the things. So that's why now I'm consist, but started 2022.
All right. Great to hear. And nowadays, are you preparing for government exams simultaneously, right?
Yes, nowadays, but not nowadays, but it's still, of course, after December, my exam will be held on June 2026. So I have a proper time to manage it. That's why I'm just full consistent on a YouTube. And I'm just improving myself as well, because I just need a lot of improvement in my side. So that's why I really want to become a very professional into that language.
You will actually, because you are putting efforts, of course. Okay, great.
Yes. So, you have any sibling? Do you have any sibling?
Yes, I have. He's
Mm-hmm.
like
It's a
I'm
younger one and elder one.
yeah.
Okay. So there's a like when we are like same general. So of course the people think what you are going to do and what you are doing. Even after that, even maybe it's not happened, but after a few months, if you realize no, YouTube is not my like cup of tea, then what will you do on other things?
Okay, there's a plan B, right? Hmm. There are many things. Like in my mind, like always, like before starting a YouTube channel, also I was wondering I could do this, like that. So there's a offline institute, which is always option for me, right? I can start my coaching center where I can train others too, like who's beginner. So this is something I can do, or else I can work in corporate also. If YouTube, in case like if it doesn't work right,
Hmm.
so but like corporate is something I don't want to do because 9 to 6 job, I feel it's not meant for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you don't know now what kind of circumstances come in future, right? So we have to prepare for that. So I'm mentally prepared. If in case it doesn't work, then I will
Mhm.
do. So yeah, these are few things in my mind.
Okay. That's very important. You know what? When what we are doing, like, because we don't know what is written on our destiny. Because sometimes if we don't have plan B, then of course we are going to stuck in our life. We just wasted our time. What we have to do, like same things I did it because one passion in my mind. I want to become a government employee, but I think government job is not my destiny. But it's still one dream is that no, anyhow, just reach there. So when I will just get the opportunity that to like years are coming to like months coming to years, years coming to like decades. So like that's why I'm just very consistent over a YouTube. So I can say that plan B is my YouTube. The plan A is that another. So yes, that's why like this is important for us and for people as well.
Mhm. So how do you manage? Like how much, how many hours do you give for your study for a government? And when it's come to English, so how many hours in a day, like you give
Yeah,
for
if
that?
we talk about 2024, so of course I quit my YouTube and I gave it 8 to 9 hours for my study. And after that, I couldn't select it because just I left off one mark, so it was very heartbroken news for me. So even right now, I have a time. I'm okay. I'm not giving a single hour for my study, but of course, I'm giving a time of English and just because of on my YouTube channel. But after September and October, I start and I manage my all the study plan. So right now, I do not have any pressure over my head. I have to do study because the exam are far from the months. So that's why. And yeah, after October, I make my schedule and like 9 hours. Any hour I have to give 9 hours for my study. So yeah, but right now, no. Like even when you know now that the time is very far from your exam, then of course your mind is free and your mind is busy in another activities. So they're the things.
Mhm. Then it will be difficult for you once you start preparing again for your government.
Yeah.
Then
Hmm.
managing a YouTube moment, I can again you have to take
It's
a.
quite difficult. Hmm. Because yeah, that the thing happen for me all the time because like my exam schedule is that December to June. So I quit this that month my YouTube and the last 2024 I also quit like for the eighth month I just quit this YouTube. So but that's why I shared here I was not consist and even I'm not but even today like if I talk about 2 3 months I am consist over a YouTube. So have you watched my YouTube channel or not? Because I think I
Yes,
mailed you.
yeah, it's yesterday itself or the before yesterday now when you mentioned your
Hmm.
YouTube channel.
Hmm.
I have gone through and I have watched your couple of videos, so you are doing amazing.
Thank you. Okay, so do you record any solo video as well, like short video? Do you record? Because I just watched your video with I think Karishma ma'am, and one video of like Manju Mishra ma'am,
Mhm, mhm.
if I'm not wrong. So two
Yes,
videos
correct.
I just you have watched.
Okay, you're right.
Hmm.
So you were asking about solo videos, right? Like a shorts
Yes.
or like a slow
Yeah,
long duration of video?
like a shorts and long as well.
Shorts sometimes I create actually, but not very often. Because for shorts, even like we have to take a couple of, short, like maybe out of 10, one we get good, right? So it's
Hmm.
happened. It's very time consuming, but I'm trying actually nowadays. I'm also trying to record my video, like which is I'm not uploading of course on YouTube just because of my
Hmm.
practice is a part of my practice. So sometimes I pick a story or an object and any topic and I start speaking in front of my mobile camera, and which is I record at next day, and probably after a week I watch that recording, because immediately if I start watching I'm going to hate myself. So like this is advice actually someone has given to me. So when you record yourself, don't watch immediately. Just wait for a moment, and then next day and probably done next week we can watch and understand what are some weak point, what are the flaws. So accordingly we can work on that.
Okay. So, how's your English journey? Like, how many months you have spent to learn that language? Is there any, you have joined any institute?
Instead of like recently I joined only English Shari, as you know about that, right? It's just for a 3 months I subscribed there, and before that whatever I learned just by myself. I didn't join any coaching center and no grammar class, nothing. But I believe, I guess self-learning is good, but yeah, like if you want a feedback about the way you are speaking, right? And like many mistake, of course, we make while speaking. So if someone is there
Hmm.
to correct you as a mentor, as a tutor, so of course it's good. But there are learners who can't afford like English Shari, because it's not like, oh, maybe,
Yes.
right? It's quite expensive. So
Mhm.
for them, there are learners who are uploading conversation video on a daily basis, so we can watch those video and we can like take a leverage of that thing, like which is freely available. So yeah.
Okay, so you have covered your language within 2 months?
It's not only 2 months, I would say, like a month of end of May, I started like we can say constant effort. Before that, also I was on and off learner for almost 1.5 year,
Okay.
but that I didn't count a serious
Hmm.
practice, because talking to someone once in a week for a 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't think so. It's enough, right?
Enough.
So
Hmm.
like once practice, I have started like end of May.
Okay. Oh, it's quite interesting. Like, if I talk about last May, so of course, May, June, July, and the August, the 4 months you have spent it. So that's like English also not an overnight journey. We cannot learn that language within months and years. It takes a time. If you are not constant, like English, we have like another skills. I know we know very well this is very important. Even we, if we really want to crack any interview, if we really want to do any higher study, then we English is also required. But we have another work to do that, and after that we realize now how is important this language, and we are going to start very consistent with very, if we can say that, very hard works.
Right, right. That's right.
I don't think so. Why I'm not able to recall the questions to ask you.
Fine, actually, general conversation I find is good actually sometimes to do. Because as we are connecting for the first time, so it's not like we can directly jump into the topic, right? I'm not sure, like, because with me, like, I'm okay with the topic also as well. But when it's come to the maybe another co-learner, they might be find it's difficult to talk on a topic, right, in a first conversation, because like if we are not comfortable, not feeling comfortable with each other, so it seems like there's a person who's taking an interview.
Yes, we can say that.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so I think I have done my all the side. If you have any question, then you can also ask me.
Um, as of now, I don't have, but yeah, of course, the next time when I connect with you for my YouTube session, definitely we will discuss some topic because already we are get acquainted, right? So then definitely we can discuss. So by the way, it
Okay,
was
thank
nice
you so
speaking
much.
with you.
Yeah, it's very quiet. We can say that serene meeting with you, and I'm very happy to invite you here, and I'm very happy to glad you here. So thank you so much for like accepting
Thank
my invitation. That's a
you.
good.
It was nice. Actually, I
Okay,
also enjoyed
have
a
a
lot.
good day. Bye bye. Take care.
You too. Take care.